So I'm going to be diving into a Corey Feldman rabbit hole over the next few days as I prep for going to see him in concert in a few weeks. And we're going to be exploring the good, the bad, and the ugly. Diving into it, I have not found much good about Corey Feldman. I got quite a few people being like, well, he's having fun, he's living his dream, why are you hating on him? I'm not hating on him. I'm just watching and giving my thoughts. If you look into it, the guy's done a lot of bad shit, and he's not immune to being made fun of. I realize that this guy has some issues, and probably was dealt a bad hand in a lot of ways, but he's an adult now, and he's made adult decisions. His mental health is not his fault, but it is his responsibility. I really feel for him, but it's also not a get-out-of-jail-free card to be an asshole to everyone and treat everyone else like shit, and everyone else has to stand around and just watch you for the rest of your life and not say anything. And when you have someone like Corey Feldman, who's been in the spotlight a lot of his life for both early on good and later in life bad reasons, and especially a lot of the things negative later in life are painted by himself on his own TV shows and appearances, he's not immune to criticism. That being said, I am always a fan of people, whether they're, in quotes, talented or good performers or not, putting themselves out there and making music. Anyone who's a musician knows that even when you were a kid and you weren't any good, it was fun to make music. And you do it more for yourself at first. So I can appreciate that. Anyways, you're not going to hear me bitching like that very often. I just wanted to put that out there because I kind of felt bad with the way some of the people were reacting. Anyway, tonight we're going to be watching Corey Feldman's episode of Wife Swap.
Tonight on Celebrity Wife Swap, 80s movie icon Corey Feldman.
We're not your traditional family. What happens behind closed doors stays behind closed doors.
So right off the rip, he's just trying to be like a Hugh Hefner guy. He's like, this lifestyle's not for everyone, you know what I mean? Like, this much sex could destroy someone.
I was the old in with the new. Let's go! 30 days, you could be where Caitlyn is now. Of course, her boobs, she'd have to buy them to be as big as yours.
This reminds me of the scene from Napoleon Dynamite where Uncle Rico's a breast implant salesman. You could be somewhere around here with this other guy's wife in front of him. That's actually a great comparison. Corey Feldman has such Uncle Rico energy that it's crazy. Just creepy, talks about his glory days constantly, blames his failures on other people.
I have helped a lot of women with their careers in Hollywood.
Corey, easy. Who does that sound like, man? I mean, you don't really fit the look of Harvey Weinstein, Dan Schneider, Lou Pearlman. I haven't heard a lot of good stories about guys who pride themselves on helping women in Hollywood.
And then I would realize they went off to be successful, and what did I get out of it? Not much.
It's kind of just like the craziest thing I've ever heard. He's like, so my women around me that I love started becoming successful, but I didn't get shit from them.
That's why I developed my company, Corey's Angels. Corey's Angels is a management, production, and development business comprised of beautiful, talented women.
Prestige worldwide. So I've created a way to siphon off as much of their success as I can for myself.
Girls sign a contract with us so that when they do succeed, I can get rewards as well for the work that I've put into them.
They sign a contract so when they do succeed, I'm going to take about 30 to 40% of the money. They put in $200. I put in $100 of my own money as a gift. And then when the big money starts rolling in, I'm going to be taking a small monetary gift from those funds in the form of 40%. I'm not including some parts because of just how gross it is. Like there's a part where he's having them all do yoga in his backyard and he's just sitting directly behind them in a chair watching. So shockingly, what you're seeing is going to be the censored version of this.
When the girls become angels, they move into my house and they literally become part of our extended family.
So in the last video I posted, there were seriously people being like, that's just a manager. That's just like management. That's how it works, dude. Yeah, how it works is that you move into your manager's house and forced to wear like lingerie around the house. Get out of here, man.
I'm Courtney. I'm a DJ. And I'm Corey's mangel.
Hello. Hello.
Also, I'm his girlfriend. He's sexy and gorgeous, and I love him.
Thanks. Sorry.
Well, I certainly can't argue with how hot Corey Feldman is. This woman here becomes Corey's third wife. This was filmed years ago, so they eventually got married. And they do, drumroll, get divorced. If you can't date the Feldmans, start dating the mailman. That's what I say.
Is this a polyamorous relationship?
As far as what happens behind closed doors, it stays behind closed doors.
Exactly.
How dare you fucking ask that question? But yes, I'm banging 3 women. I am having sex. I'm having sex with multiple women. They signed a contract. So Tommy Davidson is the other celebrity on this episode. Him and his wife just live a normal life. They're just normal people. And this is her entering Corey's house for the first time.
Okay, so this is a bedroom, but I see wings and a halo hat. What is this? If this is for me, then that's a mistake, because I would never wear this. Oh, wow. It looks like they're here to party, here to play. My nightmare celebrity would be somebody like a wild rock star, partier.
Ooh. Well, I do have news for you. You didn't enter just a wild rock star partier's house. You entered the wild rock star partier's house. Welcome to Feldhell. Sign here.
Courtney and Amanda have written a manual as a guide to the running of their homes.
Well, you probably know Corey as a TV and film actor. He's also currently running his own company called Corey's Angels. I'm his main angel, Mangel. That sounds nuts. I live here with 2 other girls. I'm very confused by all this. I have no idea what that means.
I am a one-man woman, and I expect my man to be all about me. Oh boy, monogamy doesn't really work for me.
I'm confused why she's thinking that she's gonna have to remain in this relationship for the entirety of her life or like engage in like sexual acts. They're here for a week and they pretty much just have to live here and like abide by their way of living. It's not a huge deal. All she has to do is just live in a non-disgusting house for like a few days.
But I'm now going to turn this over to Corey and let him give you the details. Okay, so that's all the Mangel wrote. Feld manual.